Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. More than 6,000 people have now been confirmed dead across Turkey and Syria following those two massive earthquakes. The Turkish President has declared a 3-month state of emergency as workers frantically work to find survivors. Mark Kay from the International Rescue Committee has told Nine the sub-zero temperatures are hampering their efforts.
We are really concerned, that given a few more nights with the temperature that we're at, that pulling new people out of the rubble who will still be alive is going to be proving increasingly difficult.
Mortgage holders are being warned to brace for more interest rate rises as the Reserve Bank attempts to get on top of inflation. The RBA has lifted rates for a 9th consecutive time, with the 0.25% rise bringing the official cash rate to 3.35%. AMP Chief Economist Shane Oliver says 1 or 2 more hikes are likely.
I still think we are getting pretty close to the top. I'm not one saying that we need to go way above 4% or that there's multiple hikes on the way. And I tend to agree with the Treasurer that there are signs there that inflation's starting to come under control, although it just wasn't evident in the December quarter.
ANZ and NAB, the first of the banks to lift their rates by the full 0.25%. Australian adults will be able to get a 5th dose of a COVID vaccine from later on this month. The Australian Technical Advisory Group recommending the jab for anyone over the age of 18 will be able to access it from February 20 as long as we've not had a COVID vaccine or a confirmed case in the last 6 months. There's been a jump in complaints against phone and internet providers. Complaints about Optus jumped by just over 39% between October and December compared to the previous quarter. It comes off the back of that data hack. Industry Ombudsman Cynthia Gabert says nearly 18,000 complaints were lodged in total.
The number one complaint about most issue was really customer service issues, which I'd suggest are straightforward issues that industry should be able to resolve and should be nowhere near an ombudsman's office.
There's some changes coming into effect on dating app Tinder from today to help boost the safety of users. You'll now be able to block profiles before you match with someone on the app to avoid seeing a boss or ex-partner, while they've also made it easier to report offensive messages. To sport now, Aussie all-rounder Cameron Green is unlikely to play in tomorrow's first test against India. He is recovering from a broken finger. Vice-captain Steve Smith says the pitch in Nagpur is dry, prompting speculation we could play 3 spinners.
I don't think there'll be a heap of bounce in the wicket. I think it'll be for the seamers quite skiddy and maybe a bit of up and down movement as the game goes on. The cracks felt quite loose, pretty dry, particularly one end, that I think will take a bit of spin.
And in AFL, Nat Fyfe has given up the Fremantle captaincy for season 2023. The 31-year-old led the team since 2017 and was the second youngest serving skipper behind Peter Bell. He says he hopes to be remembered as a skipper who always gave his best. In entertainment news, Leonardo DiCaprio has denied his new girlfriend is a 19-year-old model. Rumours about the 48-year-old actor and model Eden Polani began after they were spotted sitting together at a music release party in LA. And comedy classic Fawlty Towers is getting a reboot. John Cleese is teaming up with his daughter Camilla with the pair to both write and star in it. The new show will focus on Basil's relationship with his daughter as they manage a boutique hotel together. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.